Everyone, this is Rich with Fire TV Richie, and this is part 4 of Everything Cody. And in this session, we are going to talk about parental controls. And this is something that you can use if you have children, or if you're just trying to be more accountable with your wife or something. She can set the parental control for you, or vice versa. If whoever needs the parental control, you can set it for whoever. So anyway, we are going to first go to Echo Wizard. Do not click on it, but just scroll to it and all this stuff will pop up. Click on Echo Installer and scroll to the very bottom. And mine says it's on, but it is not on. You're going to want to click right there and see it says it's off now. Set up parental password. And for the heck of it, my password is going to be Echo for all the passwords that we're going to install. Alright, it's going to ask you to confirm it, and see, I already almost didn't do it right on my confirm. So now it is going to be installed. So back out of this, because now you can actually install a parental control. It's going to allow a parental control. Back out, go to System, and please do this. Watch this video on your phone and do it along with me. If you want to. Don't try to remember this on your own. There's a lot to it. So just pause and play and pause and play. You're going to click on Settings. You're going to click on Add-ons and Install from Zip. And you're going to click on ..fusion. However, if you do not see ..fusion and it's not right here or down anywhere in here, you're going to hit the back button. I'm just doing this just in case it's not, but it should always be in there. Now you're going to want to, if it's not, this is only for people who do not have Fusion in there. So click on File Manager, and it's right here, Add Source, but it's down at the very bottom, so you're going to have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Click Add Source, and then you're going to, it says Enter Path, so where it says None, click on None. And you're going to enter the path. The path is going to be in the description box. It's going to be something like http / fusion.tv addon.ag, I believe, but I'm going to double check it before I actually tell you to put it in here. So I'm not going to do it just now or right now, but just check that, and if it's so, you should have it anyway. But if it doesn't, just look in the description and it'll be in the description. So right here, you're just going to click on here to enter a name and just put ... fusion, just like we saw before. And after that, I can't do it, but you will be able to do it. You can just click on OK. I'm just going to back out. And then for those who did have to install that file, you're going to just back out and go to Settings just like we were doing before. And Add-ons, and Zip, and click on Fusion. Right here, we're going to click on Repos, X, and then let's see, English. If you don't speak very good English, I don't know what it looks like in the international, so just try and go ahead and just follow along with me and do it exactly as I'm doing. You know, you're going to look for a file called repository.kinkin, which is right there, -1.4 zip. Depending on when you watch this video, if this video is real old, it might be 1.6 zip or 1.7 zip. Might not be the exact same one if it's updated and all that kind of stuff. So that's very possible, and it might even have some extra words in there, but as long as it says kinkin, you are ready to go. So click on that. Down here you see it say add-on enabled. That's good. Once it says that, you are able to go into repositories. So click on repositories, and you're going to find Kinkin's repo. And I just had it. There we go. And click on it. When you click on it, even though it's a repository, you're not going to add on from repository. You're going to add on a program add-on. So click on that, and mine says enabled, but I'm going to go ahead and install it just for the heck of it. Okay, so it'll say Universal Parental Control. There's ad blockers and all that kind of stuff. I might post a video later, but I have not checked that stuff out to see if it's compatible with the system. This is. So Universal Parental Control. And the version right now is 8.4, so I know for a fact 8.4 works. And just hit install. You might want to update it. I don't think there's a need to. And it's enabled and it's updated. You're gonna back out. Remember, just pause and play and pause and play. You can rewind or whatever, but I gotta go fast because this one will take about 20 minutes to do. It'll probably take you a good while. Back out some more, and then you're gonna go to add-ons now. Don't actually click on it, but right underneath it you can push the down directional button and to the right directional button and program add-ons. Now it's going to be in here as universal parental control. Click on that. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on settings. And this is already kind of set because I was playing around with it, running it through just to make sure I knew exactly how to do it before I made the video. That way I didn't have to make a really, really long video. It's already going to be long. Enable parental controls. That will be off, but you want to go ahead and set it. Set watershed time. This is all to your discretion. If you have older kids that you want parental control for, you might not want this. You might want to keep on, or it says always on. On your device, you can just click on this and it'll just keep on going, or you can click to the right or left, and you can click the up or down button and then start clicking on this again on the actual bar, and it'll go up and down whichever way. This is military time. So say you have children that are young and you have them in bed every single night at 9 o'clock, and you and your wife, or if you're a woman, you and your husband, or you and your friend, or whoever, want to watch TV without parental control, you can set it for the time the kids go to bed. But that could be kind of dangerous, so you might want to set it for an hour afterwards or whatever. It's all your discretion. I prefer to just have it on always, okay? And if you are trying to do this for accountability, so you won't watch something bad, you can have your wife or your friend or whoever, or if you're a woman, you can have your husband or a friend or whoever set this up for you. You can set it all up, but just have them put the password in, and you just don't know the password. So right here, you can change it to PG, G, R, all that kind of stuff. For the sake of this video, I'm going to put it on PG-13. The next one, you can put your password in or have your friend put one in. And it always has some stars there. I don't know why it has a password in there already. But for the sake of the video, echo. And you're going to want to try and make all your passwords the same. There might be a few different places where you don't need to put the same password. And done. And you do not have to confirm it. So hopefully you type it in there right. Make sure you type it in there right. This right here is important. Set action if no rating is available. There may be some bad movies in there that have not had a rating set into it by the people who put these links in here. Or it could just be an unrated movie because it's very, very bad, or several other reasons, but you just don't know. So it's best to have, if you want parental controls, it's best to have a required PIN. Otherwise, if you just play, they can play anything. So go ahead and do a required PIN. That is more of a parental control. And you're going to click OK. And then in here, exclude, if you need help and I'm not explaining things right, or you can't hear me, or I'm talking too fast, or whatever. I mean, here is the help thing, and it's going to tell you everything I'm telling you pretty much. You have to scroll down here. You might have to push to the right and scroll down. So anyway, that's that. Exclude add-ons. You can exclude the TV guide if you like. I'm still not sure if it'll exclude the links that you click on in the TV guide if you exclude it, but if that's what you want, you can try it. I can't promise you anything because I have not tried that just yet because I've got a lot to do. And then always require a PIN for selected add-ons. This you do want to do. Click on there. And this one right here is not one that needs to be done. I was just doing that for a video a little bit ago and I messed up on the video. Had to redo it all again. So let me see what happens if I try it and just take it off. See if it, okay. There, perfect. Okay, so these three you're going to want to do. You basically just click on it and put the same password in there, echo. If you are doing this for accountability and you need to have this kind of stuff to where you can get into it, and someone else is setting the password for parental control, you can have them set a password that you know in there, and that way you can get into the TV guide or the installer or any of that kind of stuff to do kind of maintenance or something. So you can do that if you want. There's also one way down at the very bottom, very last one. These, you're probably going to think I'm just going too fast, so I'll stop right here. These you really don't need to do. I was just doing that because I was trying something out. Down at the very bottom, it says plugin.program.universal parental control. That means to mess with these parental controls, they'll have to have a password. So you definitely want to do that. But they can still get in. There's ways to get around it and enable it and all that kind of stuff. So the next step, and just like it says here, if I'm going too fast, you need to read it. If you're better reading than auditory, then you can click right here and it's going to tell you exactly what to do. But I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. Okay, back out of this, and I'm going to show you more than what they tell you. So go to Systems, and you're going to go to Settings, and you're going to go to Systems again. And Systems, if this is not on Expert, make sure that you put it on Expert. You just click on it. You have to scroll all the way to the last one and then scroll down. You can't just scroll up. If you scroll up from Video Output, it's going to go straight to Master Lock, or it's going to go straight to logging. But you can scroll up, you can push the up button, and then push down once it gets to logging, and it'll go there. And you'll see what it means when you're actually doing it. So put it on Expert, and then you're going to want to click on Master Lock. Oh, excuse me. And you're going to want to click on Master Lock Code Settings. So on Disabled, this is what it'll show on yours as well. You're going to want to enable it, and the way you do that, you can't click Disabled. It's not going to do anything. You're going to actually have to put a password in, and I suggest to put the same password in you've been putting in, which for this purpose of this video, I'm going to put echo. So full text password, echo, done, and it's going to ask you to re-enter it, and done. All right. So now you got that, and it is enabled with a full text password. And I already have these set because I was doing it earlier. You definitely want to have all three of these done. Click on these. What this does is this blocks the program to get into the particular program that has the parental control. So it'll block them out of that, and they can't go in there and trick you and try to change some stuff around. So they'll have to have a password for sure. There's no way of getting around that. So lock file manager, you want to do that too. That keeps them from getting in there and adding things in, and there's a lock add-on manager, do that. So they can't put add-ons in. They can't put XXX videos in and all that kind of stuff. So there we go, and you click OK, and you are done. So you can back out of here. I'm actually gonna, let's see, I'm gonna show you something else too. If you prefer, if you have kids that you just don't want in the thing at all unless you are around, then go ahead and click on Ask for Master Lock on Startup. Okay, well, there's another way you can do it. We're going to go there anyway. Okay, back out of this. And you are going to go to Profiles. And see, it's already, see how it's doing right now? The parental control is already working. It's not going to let anyone go to Profiles unless they have the password. And Echo did it. So, login screen. You want to have them log in? Click right there. And you want to put a master user on there. And you can change this to whatever you want. Master's kind of strange sounding. You can put, whoops. Let's see. Just put in parents or whatever you want to put in. You can put your name if you're a single parent, or you can put family, or however you want to do it, and just hit done. And then let's see, okay. So now there's, let's see, lock preferences. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, like this is the same thing where we're on, where you're typing in the name, parents, and all that kind of stuff. You get, when you're done with that, you don't need to put a picture in there, and it's too hard for me to explain how to put a picture in there. You're going to hit on lock preferences and full text password. That's what you had earlier. And let's see, lock on. Okay, so now you got that set up. Now you can back out, and we should have been able to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. System master lock. Type it in to get in. We should have been able. Oh, okay, it did it now. I think I just messed up earlier. Anyway, this is what you want to do. You want to ask for a master lock code on startup. So there you go. And you want to do the other thing too. You want to set up that profile. When Kodi is being turned on, there will be a password that you have to put in to even get Kodi to turn on. So you got that way. You don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. You can allow them to get in there whenever they want. The parental control is pretty good. So be sure to, if you do it that way and you want a password to get into it, be sure that every time you leave Kodi, or if you disable it for any reason, for just your own use or whatever, make sure that you click the power button at the bottom. That way, when they come in the next time, they'll have to put a password in. If you don't, then they might get on there, and if it's not been a long enough time, like it's been a couple hours and it hasn't reset itself, then it might even do that for 24 hours. I don't know. But they'll be able to get in there unprotected and watch whatever. So just make sure you do that, because it needs to be down. Or this takes a long time, so you can also just back out of it or hit the home button and go to applications, go to settings on your Amazon page. Scroll all the way down to settings. Scroll to the right to applications, scroll down to manage installed applications, find Kodi, and do a force close. That's a lot quicker than actually doing this, believe it or not. So that concludes this video. If you have any questions, or something you come up with something that I didn't answer and it's not making sense, write, and I'll either fix the video, make a new one, or I will put it in the description, but I will explain to you what to do. Okay, that's it. I got one more video coming up.